When Mitch McConnell accused the Democrats of power grab over the election reform bill, the alarm bells went off. If there is one thing that I have learned in the last year, then it is this. When a top Republican accuses the other side of something, then it is absolutely possible that they are the ones who are doing it. Power grab. That's the key word here. A detailed report done by New York Times' Nick Corasanti tells us how exactly the Republican Party aims to seize more power over how elections are run. In Georgia, there is a bill which likely will pass the House today and placed before the Senate next week. The bill will allow state lawmakers to control county election votes and chip away at the power of the Secretary of State. So the lawmakers, who will for sure be on the ballot, will now have control over the election votes. Perfect. Why not also appoint elected lawmakers as the judge as well as pass a law that says only elected lawmakers in the House or the Senate can be appointed as jury? Hey GOP, why not give the home teams the ability to appoint the referee? Imagine Kansas City playing home games in front of their crowd with their own set of referees. Imagine Tampa Bay playing their home game with their own referees. The crowd in both places will go wild. So why not? According to the NYT, nationwide, Republican lawmakers in at least 8 states controlled by the party are angling to pry power over elections from secretaries of state, governors, and non-partisan election boards. The new legislation across the country would systematically remove the checks that stood in Mr. Trump's way, injecting new political influence over electors, county election boards, and the certification process. In doing so, the Republican effort places few elected officials who refused to buy into the lies and falsehoods about the election in its crosshairs. Georgia and Arizona are the 2 states that are leading the charge, and it's not really a surprise, is it? Both the states have already hit a purple patch. Georgia has 2 Democratic senators, so does Arizona, and both states voted for Biden. So how do you think the next statewide election results will be if the laws are not amended? It increasingly looks like the Democrats do not have any other way but to counter this by passing the voting rights bill. But to pass that bill, they will have to yank the filibuster. The only good news is the Republicans have already played their cards and they have done it way too early, giving the Democrats enough time to see what is coming. There is sufficient time to mount a challenge and take countermeasures to nullify some of these efforts. After watching 160 million people vote in the presidential election, I was left wondering if we had hit a peak a little too early. But as these Republican activities get noted around the country, there will be certainly mobilization against it, making it a rallying cry for people to vote. Generally, the midterms will see a lower turnout than the presidential election, but the biggest gift to these GOP efforts will be to break that trend. If more than 160 million people vote in the 2022 midterms, it will send a forceful message to anyone who believes that they can win by deciding who votes and who does not.